Okay, ESTPs as friends. I think this is something we're really good at. Finally, something. ESTPs, I think, will always make sure to give their friends a good time. We will pay the most attention to you when you're with us. I don't think we really like to have lots of different kinds of friends, and we're probably the least judgmental people ever. We just are gonna find your bad behavior interesting and entertaining, and your bad decisions and your mistakes and your drama. Like, we're gonna be very amused with all of it and judge you very, very little and rarely. And most of our concern is just gonna be for your well-being. We're going to not text you like a normal person. Loanne and I have talked about this one extensively because we find it entertaining that we do it to each other. But our texting patterns are incredibly sporadic. We might not text you back that day. Probably never, if that's the case. We just won't answer that text. Yeah, sometimes we don't respond at all, and sometimes we talk for hours, like, about whatever is going on with one of us or both of us or whatever. But definitely with your ESTP friends, don't be upset if they don't text you back. And if that's the case, you can text us again. We won't mind. It's cool. Don't be mad at us though. We won't take it very well. Feels a lot like control. We're not into that. We are freedom birds. You know, we just gotta go. Most people, when they meet us, we're so just interested and non-judgmental, right? Again, we have no FI, so we're really not gonna judge you unless you start saying stuff that doesn't make sense, and we don't handle that very well. But people tend to just spill their guts to us. And the really great news about that is we have terrible memories. So, and we don't really, like, your secrets aren't that exciting to us. I mean, they're interesting at the time, but, like, we don't care what you do or whatever. Like, we're not gonna, like, hold on to it, remember it for later to use or any crap like that. Like, we just are interested in getting to know how you work and, like, what your life is like, and kind of experience the world through you telling us what your life's like. So people tend to be very open with us to the point where they surprise themselves. The downside to that for us is that our attention is so direct and we see people so clearly, and most people aren't used to that kind of thing. People tend to get a little bit more attached to us than we do to them, which can be challenging because people can get upset at us later for not giving the same kind of attention. And we're gonna give it sporadically. I mean, we're gonna do it when we have the energy, when we have the time, when your story's interesting enough. It's not gonna be a consistent thing. So that can be a little bit hard for people. Also, another thing is that, like, we won't be great at identifying people's feelings necessarily, but if you tell us you'll have a feeling, we will try to be there for you in the way that you need us. Like, we won't ignore it if you tell us, but we're not great at existing in the feelings world. But we'll feel for you when you want us to, if you let us know. A lot of NFPs as friends, it's really entertaining. They can get a little angry at us for not being in feelings land the right way. And people, I think, misread our intentions a lot. Big secret is most of the time we don't have any. Like, we're a lot simpler than you might give us credit for. We're not up to anything for the most part. We are just here now, hanging out with you, learning, and we will like playtime. We really are not up to much. People are constantly trying to figure us out, but we'll tell you. If you just listen, we'll tell you all about us and what we're up to. And it's pretty simple, really. Yeah, great friends. We're good at it. I'm sure of that one. Being a friend is probably one of my, like, best skills in the whole world. Yeah, because I like doing everything with somebody. Like, I like having people around. I like experiencing every corner of the world. So, like, I let my friends just, like, take me into their life and just be part of it and take it in and live that life for a while and then carry on. Yeah. You need one. Yeah.
Do you stay friends with people for a long time?
Do I stay friends with people for a long time? That is a good question. I don't leave friendships unless there's a reason. And I tell people that, you know, I'm all over the place and I'm pretty darn busy. I tell people all the time that, like, if you don't hear from me for a year, and then we run into each other, like, we're still friends. Like, nothing's changed. Like, I don't ever want you to feel like because I haven't reached out that means that I don't care or I don't want to be your friend anymore. So that's a big caveat, is like I said, our attention is just so directed in whatever's in front of us. So if you're not in front of us, it's gonna be hard. But I have a lot of long distance friends, but most of our conversations involve when we're gonna get together. Maybe with the exception of Luann, who I like to run by half my thoughts by, because I wanna know if she does it too, a lot of the time. But I don't tolerate lack of loyalty in friendships very well either, and I don't tolerate being lied to very well. And if it's early in a friendship and somebody lies to me, it's like there's almost nothing I can do. It's just over for me. It's just over for me. There's nothing here for me anymore. But I will give everybody the benefit of the doubt at the beginning and trust you until you prove that I shouldn't. We need to be able to trust you. Like for me, especially because I spill my every thought to whoever's around. So like I need people around to be people who have my best interest in heart or in their mind, because I'll tell them everything about me. So if this is like a nasty person who is going to use information against me or like gossip about me or anything like that, it's just like completely, it's over. Like you're not gonna be part of my life. I do get rid of friends for lying and stuff. For the most part, yeah, I have friends that I've had for a really long time. All right, well, I've been here before. We'll link some videos with me in it down below, and it's good seeing you.
Hit that like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Chant Katie below. Thank you.
I like it a lot.